everyone. Today we are going to do a viewer requested raspberry pie balls. So I have here, I bought from the store, two 12-ounce bags of frozen raspberries, unsweetened. And I could have got fresh, but the frozen were a little bit cheaper, and they gotta save where you can save, you know. So I got two bags of those, and we are just going to put these in our blender and blend them up with the juice and everything that's in the bag. Love the smell of raspberries. Alright. Now we are not going to sweeten these initially. I'm going to taste this when we're done though. See if I like that. So let's get that blended up. Alright. Bowl's ready here. Pour it in our molds. As always, these are all real easy. Look how gorgeous red that is. Now you could strain this and get rid of the seeds, but I don't think you'd end up with enough pulp to make all these balls. So I'll just get these filled up and I'll be right back. Alright, get that tidied up. Like that. That. Let's see, I didn't have very much left over of this, but let's go ahead and fill what I got left over into our little ball molds. Might as well, huh? That seemed to work pretty good with the cherry. Let's see where we're at there. there we go. I didn't quite get the full mold out of that. I could probably squeeze some more out of there, but that's good enough. So we'll get these into the freezer, get them frozen solid, and once they're frozen solid, I'll come back and we'll pop them out of the molds. So I'll see you then. Okay, I don't know what I always forget to tell you guys. I'm going to put that crust on there, on my balls. So the viewer that wanted me to do the raspberry suggested I put the Oreo cookies crust on there. I'll put the Oreos on my cherry ones, and to be honest, the chocolatiness of the Oreo cookie gets lost in the chocolate that we're coating in, to me anyway. So I find that the graham crackers does not lose. You still get that graham crackery taste. So I'm going to use graham crackers, but you feel free to use whatever cookie you want to make for your crust. I just like to taste the graham crackers, especially with chocolate. Alright, so let's get these all crumbled up and I'll be right back. Okay, got those all turned into nice crumbs. Let's put that in our bowl. As usual, John's making messes. Put my cup of water in there. Making my graham cracker slurry, which comes out to be a beautiful, airy graham cracker crust. I might put a little bit more graham crackers in there because we need enough to do 2 trays. I'm going to put some more in there. Always better to have too much than not enough. We'll put about a half pack in there. See what that does. Just like that. So these raspberry balls have been in the freezer for a few hours. They've kind of firmed up a bit. I hope we got enough here. Doesn't really take that much. Let's get that spread out and see where we're at. tray. There we have it. 2 trays, cherry pie ball, no, not cherry, we're on raspberry today. Raspberry balls with graham cracker crust going back into the freezer. Now we'll leave these to freeze overnight, and next time you see them, we'll be popping them out of the molds for the freeze dryer. So I'll see you once these are frozen solid. Okay, these have been freezing for almost a day. Actually, it's right before I'm going to go to bed, but got the freeze dryer running there in the background, so we're just going to get these popped out. And it's already telling me it's pre-frozen. You can probably hear it beeping. So we'll get these popped out. Alright, that's them. I got these little ones that were left over. That's that. We'll get those put in the freeze dryer. Next time you see these, they'll be coming out. I'll see you then. Okay, here we go. There's my raspberry balls. They're looking pretty good. So as usual, we are going to package them up. For now, these ran for 40 plus hours. We're going to package these up for now, and then when I get a chance, we are going to be dipping these in some chocolate. Oh yeah, very raspberry. All right. Get that with my temporary heat seal on there. We'll put those away. Next time you see these, we'll be dipping them in chocolate. Okay, are you ready to dip some pie balls? Some raspberry pie balls? Let's get them out. Get them in my bowl. Scissors. Alright. There we go. There they are. They've just been sitting there waiting for me to do them. So, let's get busy. Drop one in, roll it around, and shake it off. I didn't thin my chocolate out this time because I wanted to see if it hardens up quicker. Plus there's plenty of flavor in this raspberry. I have to admit I tried one of the small ones off camera. Alright, where did the bottom go? There it is. If I remember, I to drop them in, when I drop them in there, if I drop the bottom down, it makes it a lot easier. Alright, so I'll just press on with these. It won't take me that long. And I'll be right back. So, as I'm doing this, I got a tune stuck in my head. I wouldn't play it on YouTube. Can't play it on the video because it's copyright. There's a nice young lady that wrote a songs a few years ago that lives about 2 or 3 miles away from me. At least part of the year, called Shake It Off. And that's just stuck in my head as I'm doing this. Shake it off, baby. Now, that's not my genre of music, but it's a catchy tune. I like any kind of music except for hard rock. Alright. I got 2 more to do. So it's a good time to tell you that when you're dipping these, you want to make sure that there are no pinholes showing. The coat of chocolate on this is what seals the atmosphere, the moisture in the atmosphere from getting to your center ball, all that fruit. So with a good seal, I've had them last for a month on my countertop here, just in a Ziploc bag before they start going soggy in the center. So it really prolongs the life of those. Alright, let me get some molds. And we will just make some chocolate with the rest of them. Some chocolate candy. I love dark chocolate. Alright, that's good enough. So we're going to let this all solidify, which they are hardening up very nice. I used this chocolate this time. I bought it actually from Ghirardelli. I did buy a bag of this from Amazon. Don't do that. I bought a big bags like this from Amazon of a couple flavors, and some clever person cut little slits in there and was taking candy, chocolate out of it. So if you're going to buy these, order it straight from Ghirardelli's. There's not much of a price difference, and they don't tamper with their own food. So I'm going to let these solidify, and we'll be back. I'm debating whether to melt some white chocolate and drizzle that on those. I might do that off camera. Okay, there we go. I think they came out pretty good. Pretty. So what we do now is we just take them and we trim all that extra chocolate off. And I'm just going to do that off camera. So I just want to give you an idea of what we do. That's just to tidy them up a bit. That chocolate solidified very nicely. Only problem with using that chocolate is you do have to go through the tempering process, which it tells you on the bag how to temper it, the temperatures and all that stuff. But you got to have a good thermometer and time, because it takes some time. Now, a real chocolatier got marble slate that they can spread it out on and get it changed, you know, let it cool down quicker. But I don't have all that fancy stuff. If I did, I would have nowhere to put it. And I don't use it that much. So you just basically got to keep stirring it until it drops to a certain temperature. Then you got to bring it back up slowly. And that's what takes a lot of time. That's why I went to the chocolate chips. And if you use, what's that called? Bark, almond bark, you don't have to worry about any of that. Just melt it and dip it. It's not real chocolate, although I'm going to be using some here soon in one of my recipes. So you got the idea there. So let's take a taste of one of these beautiful looking raspberry pie chocolate balls. Oh man. That is surprisingly good. Those raspberries are really, really tart. I didn't sweeten them. I like that. I didn't take the seeds out, so you do have raspberry seeds. But that is a great combination on one of these small ones. Oh yeah. My mini balls. You get more of a chocolate taste with these because obviously there's less raspberry in there. But you still taste the raspberry. They're very good. So what do you think of that? Those came out really good. I'm happy with those. Oh look, there's a pinhole. I'm gonna have to eat that one. Oh yeah. Another one for the book there. Those are really, really good. All right, I'm gonna press on trimming these. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you try it out. If you do, I always like to hear what you think of the recipe. So make a mention of it in the comments. Let us know. Let everybody know what you think about it. What you do differently, as long as you write it nicely. Because if I get negative comments, to be honest with you, life's too short for negative comments. I just hide users that put negative comments, and the only reason I hide them is because that way, if they have a tendency to make negative comments, I don't have to read them. I'm trying to reduce the negativity in my life. You know what I mean? So, suggestions are always welcome. Just do it nicely. Don't do it like you know everything and I don't. Because I don't know everything. I'm just a dumb old country boy. So anyway, I rambled on. Shake it off, John. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try these. And I look forward to seeing you next time.